Colonial New York, a journey through time. Imagine New York City without skyscrapers, without subway lines, without millions of people rushing through Times Square. Today, we're stepping back to see New York as it really was in the 1700s, through the eyes of artists who actually stood in these places and painted what they saw. This is New York before it became New York. Manhattan, 1746. Let's start in Manhattan, 1746. Picture yourself at the ferry landing at the foot of Wall Street. Yes, Wall Street, but it literally led straight to the water back then. This was one of the busiest spots in town. Merchants hauling goods, travelers on horseback, sailors tying up their boats. There's a pavilion where passengers wait for the ferry to Brooklyn, and behind it, Dutch-style buildings from the old New Amsterdam days still stand. The East River Ferry wasn't just transportation, it was the lifeline connecting two very different worlds. Brooklyn winter, 1760. Cross that river and you're in rural Brooklyn, winter of 1760. Forget what you know about Brooklyn today. This was farmland, small wooden houses scattered across snowy fields, people cutting firewood, children playing near sleds, smoke rising from chimneys. Life here moved with the seasons. Families grew their own food, kept livestock, and when winter hit, they focused on one thing: survival. Staying warm, preparing meals, and waiting for spring. This was agricultural life, quiet and hard. Fort George and the harbor, 1763. By 1763, the British controlled New York, and the harbor was everything. Fort George sat at Manhattan's southern tip, cannons pointed at the water, British flag flying high. Look at the ships, merchant vessels loaded with goods, British Navy warships patrolling the harbor. This harbor was New York's economy and its defense. Whoever controlled this water controlled the city, and in the coming years, that control would be worth fighting for. Harlem, 1765. Now we head north to Harlem in 1765. If you're picturing dense neighborhoods, stop. This was farmland and forest. Small houses separated by open fields, a few boats on the water for fishing, thick woods in the background. Even by the mid-1700s, northern Manhattan was untouched, peaceful, rural. People here lived far from the busy port downtown, working the land and raising animals in almost complete isolation. Revolution brewing, 1775. Fast forward to 1775. Everything's changed. The harbor is chaotic now. Ships being built, loaded, repaired. Workers everywhere. British soldiers standing guard. Warehouses packed with supplies. The revolution is about to explode, and New York's location makes it the prize everyone wants. Control the harbor, control the war. You can feel the tension in the air. That same year, something quieter but just as important is happening. Benjamin Franklin is helping organize postal routes through New York. For the first time, information can move predictably across the colonies. Revolutionary ideas, political writings, news about British actions, all flowing through this city's postal system. The breaking point, 1776. By 1776, New York isn't a small colonial town anymore. It's a real city. Packed wharves, rows of houses, multiple churches, ships filling the harbor. Everything looks more organized, more permanent. Then the Declaration of Independence is signed. Open rebellion. And New York, because of its size and strategic location, becomes the target both sides desperately want. After the Battle of Long Island, the British take it, and they'll hold New York for 7 years, 1776 to 1783. British occupation. Life under occupation was tense. British soldiers marching through streets, officers on horseback, civilians watching quietly from sidewalks, hiding their opinions or choosing sides in silence. Fires destroyed parts of the city. Supplies ran low. New York became a military hub, full of soldiers, prisoners, spies. For 7 years, New Yorkers lived under foreign rule. When the British finally left, the city had been changed forever. These paintings show us a New York most people never imagine. Snow-covered villages, quiet farms, crowded docks, colonial streets full of ordinary people living through extraordinary times. When the revolution ended, New York was ready to become something bigger, the temporary U.S. capital, and eventually one of the world's greatest cities. Even in the 1700s, you could see it. New York was always about movement, trade, conflict, and people building something larger than themselves. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more forgotten history brought back to life, subscribe and hit that notification bell.